Hi, welcome to the third kit in your Fluids IQ trio of tests. This is the Salivary test kit. It is an important test for us to take a peek into your stress hormones and how they play a role in your circadian rhythm. Basically, how they help you deal with your external environment from the moment you open your eyes in the morning until you shut them again at night. This test is going to reveal a lot about you and your hormones, as well as it's going to give us a sneak peek into your digestive system and if there's any inflammation happening there. This information will be a precursor to the more advanced look at your gut when you do your GI map stool sample. So let's begin. Some do's and don'ts. Do not consume caffeine, smoke, or exercise on the day of the collection. So if you're reliant on that morning cup of coffee, you might want to take a few days before to wean back so you don't wind up with a headache from caffeine withdrawal on the day of the test. Take it from me, it happened to me. Do not eat, brush your teeth, floss your teeth, or drink anything except water 30 to 60 minutes prior to each collection. Do not consume food or drink for 6 to 8 hours prior to your morning sample. So if you're a middle of the night eater, don't do it that night. You'll see a sheet with 4 labels and a sealed plastic bag with 4 tubes. Use a pen and write the date and your first and last name on all 4 of the labels before you begin. Once you complete the timed sample, put the time. Make sure you choose the correct AM or PM. There should really only be 1 AM and 3 PMs listed on here. The first tube and label 1 is to be completed 30 minutes within waking in the morning. The second tube and label 2 is to be collected at noon. The third tube and label 3 is to be collected anywhere between 3 and 5 p.m. And the fourth and final tube and label 4 is to be collected at bedtime. Now, a few things. If you are a menstruating woman, do not collect these samples while you are menstruating. Collect the sample a week before your next period. If you are irregular, collect 1 week prior or before your expected period or when you are not bleeding. If you're a woman taking hormones, do not stop taking them. Just follow the following directions. If you're using creams, gels, sprays, or pills, take the saliva sample 12 to 24 hours after your last dose. If you're using a hormone patch, take the salivary sample 1 to 2 days after you've applied the patch. If you're taking a sublingual underneath the tongue, take the saliva sample 36 hours after your last dose. And if you're taking hormone injections, take the salivary sample midway between those injection times. And if you've recently started hormone therapy, wait at least 3 weeks before taking this test. If you're on birth control or other synthetic hormones, make sure I am aware before taking this test. And also, please let me know if you're taking melatonin, steroidal anti-inflammatory creams, oral medications, or any inhalers. And lastly, if you make a mistake in collection, just rinse the tube out without soap. So just rinse it with water and start your collection over again. If you have dry mouth and it's hard for you to make the saliva, you can try to press the tip of your tongue against the back teeth, or you can try smelling a lemon or any other foods that might make you salivate. You can even try yawning, because that sometimes can stimulate saliva production. All right, here we go. Wash and dry your hands thoroughly. For the first test taken within 30 minutes of you waking, you must fill the tube of tube number 1 up to the 5 ml line with saliva. And no, bubbles are not included up to that line. It must be liquid, it must be your saliva. The remaining 3 tubes you can fill to the 3 ml line. You don't need as much. Again, bubbles don't count. Make sure to attach the labels to their respective tube, 1 to tube 1, 2 to tube 2, etc. You want to securely fasten the tubes with their covers and then place them into the bag. This is your specimen bag, which contains an absorbent pad inside. You can refrigerate this if you are going to ship it within 24 to 48 hours of your collection, or if you can't send it that quickly, you can freeze them. You're going to complete the requisition form, as we've been doing so far along with all of your information. You'll take this requisition form with the salivary tube, place it into the biohazard bag. Once that's completed, you will take the bags and place them inside the test kit box. Close it up. You will then take the test kit box and place the entire box into the prepaid UPS mailer and bring it to a UPS drop-off point near you. And lastly, we're looking forward to sharing your results with you on our very first results call. So if you have any questions, reach out to me, email, text, and I will help you get through it. That's 3 down, 2 to go.